Thanks so much for joining me today. It's Megan with ADH Divinity. I'm glad you're here. Glad to be acquainted if you are new. And yeah, when I was sitting on the cards, I'm just gonna go right into it. I was sitting on the cards and I kept hearing and then I kind of picked up on respect. Respecting others, also respecting yourself. You might be stepping into a more powerful you, where you respect yourself, you respect your own boundaries, and all that stuff like that. Also respecting your time, because time is very important. It's important you don't waste other people's time by not respecting their time, vice versa, and all that jazz. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into it and just check on the overall energy right now. All right, let's get into it. Also, Aries, there are programs that I sell below in the description box. These programs are super, super important in order to release this negativity, release these behavioral patterns that you've been unconsciously doing. You know, with the master program, diving deep in the subconscious, right? With the confidence anxiety program, you know, working on your confidence and working on your anxiety and getting to the root of the issue here. So note that, write down in the description box if you need any information at all. There is information linked. Also help you get closer to your person, and also help you feel confident in yourself, coming back to yourself. It all is a full circle procedure here. So yeah, keep that in mind. Very, very important. Aries, these messages are general love reading. If they're not your messages, just leave them be and let someone else have them. If they are your messages, do what you will with those messages. And if you find your way making yourself down to the description, do so. Okay. What is the current energy of Aries? Wheel of Fortune. How's Aries feeling? Page of Cups. Page of Cups. So we have the Wheel of Fortune here, the Page of Cups, and the Seven of Wands, Aries. You know, this wheel is turning, and I'm feeling like when I said about respect, this wheel is turning, and you might be not in a very good emotional space is what I'm feeling here. When I say emotional space, you, like I said, lack of respect of your boundaries, or vice versa if this is with another person, which I very much so feel like it is. And you're also, what I'm also feeling from this is, you know, you're kind of moving out of that go, 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 you know, that rushing, that type of, trying to find the word here, that rushing, that type of like, damn the torpedoes, like all speed ahead and full speed ahead. And that's what, you know, you're kind of moving out of. And that with this Wheel of Fortune here, you know, you're turning to the Page of Cups. You're kind of still harnessing that. You're kind of still practicing. You're not really sure exactly how to, still emotionally naive is what I'm trying to say. Still emotionally naive, kind of working on that overflow and how to utilize that. You could see this guy right here, he's kind of drinking up all this water for himself, as these two people down here are like, hey, I'm thirsty. And that's what I'm kind of picking up on. You know, you have good intentions here, you have good intentions here, but it's just a matter of, you know, utilizing this to the best of your ability. And with the Seven of Wands here, normally I would say this is turning a blind eye, but honestly, dogs. Normally I say it's turning a blind eye, you know, ignoring the problem here, but with these two in reverse, I am feeling much so like there's a person here that's trying to teach you. There's a person here that kind of likes this new you in a sense of how you're kind of going about this in when it comes to being emotionally compatible with somebody. It's kind of new to you. You're still, like, keep in mind, Aries, first sign of the zodiac, you know, your child. You have that very strong inner child and naivety about you. So with the Seven of Wands here, I am feeling like if this is another person, you know, they're willing to teach you. They like that, you know, you're a student now. They're willing to teach you how to move forward in the most genuine way, regardless of if you're trying or not. It's best to be self-aware here. Or I'm also feeling like this is you understanding that, hey, I'm learning, but I'm going to hold myself accountable. And if, you know, if someone's going to tell me that I'm not pouring into them as much as I should, or vice versa, I'm going to do that reflecting. I'm not just going to like speed by and just solve the problem and not reflect on how this problem came about, the root of the problem, you know, that type of stuff. All right. Why is the 7 of Wands here? Okay. 2 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, Aries, as you move into this new energy of, you know, kind of slowing down and coming into touch with your emotions as well as other people's, as in holding space for those people who need that support, holding space for people that you're not always compatible with, you know, regardless, you know, we're all one here, and it's a matter of just having that awareness, like I said, that awareness of yourself as you're trying to juggle all these people's attention is what I'm feeling. All these people's attention is something that you need to be aware of, possibly juggling. You may be working 2 jobs. A side note, you may be working 2 jobs. You know, you don't have a lot of time for people that you care about very much. You don't have a lot of time for people that you care about very much. You know, there's not a lot of chilling going on here, and that's what you're kind of, like I said, that's what you're kind of moving into. In order to find the stability, you possibly, like I said, maybe juggling jobs. You may be finding your balance when it comes to your masculine versus your feminine. And I say that in a more like, you're maybe moving into nurturing instead of being nurtured, right? It's not going to be the go, go, go. Like, I don't have time for all that. Like, you're balancing this out, right? You're kind of moving. The scale is slowing down and moving to balance. So that's why I feel like this Wheel of Fortune is here. You're kind of getting the hang of this a little bit, regardless of, like I said, finding that stability. You're kind of getting the hang of this overall. But I want to go ahead and... Oh, there were more. I didn't know. Oops. Okay. Death of the Reverse. And the 7 of Swords. Death in the Reverse with the 7 of Swords with this 2 of Pentacles here. Okay, so if this comes to Devil in Reverse at the bottom. Okay, so if this comes, okay, like I said earlier, this may be a person that's, you know, willing to teach you, like, as you're moving from, instead of being the teacher, you are moving into the student and being comfortable being the student. You don't know everything, and I feel like that's what you're kind of, you've been in monkey mode, you know, monkey mind, like I said, juggling 2 jobs, possibly juggling 2 people, or this could as very well much so be, very well much so, juggling your masculine and feminine like crazy, and it's kind of slowing down and you're moving with it. Like I said, finding that balancing act. And if this is a person who, you know, has been somebody who has been dissatisfied with how you've shown up or has kind of not acknowledged you very much, this is not over, whatever this connection is. If this has to do with another person, this is not over, whatever this connection may be. There's something that needs to be revisit, and if it's revisit, I'm feeling like if this is revisited, we need to just let it go. Forgive and let that shit go, regardless of what it is. Do the work in order to release that. Yeah, just let it go. But like I said, it's important to transmute it. In the past, like I've said in the past, it's important to transmute that in order to let this go. So that way you're not stuck in like these old patterns and you're not addicted to the negative, is what I'm kind of picking up on. Like being addicted to swirling around in your head in order to get answers from yourself. That's kind of going to move out of here as you release these things and say, you know what, that happened to me, but this is who I am now. This made me stronger. And that's what's causing this kind of death, this rebirth, this rebirth, the end of this cycle here, because there's still something to revisit here. And as you balance out your masculine and feminine, I am very much so feeling that this, you know, will kind of rise up, and you'll start to get a, like an aha moment of, oh, okay, that's what happened. That's why I feel this way. Like, that's why this anger, this, I feel hot. I don't know. Do you feel hot a lot? Because that's, I'm feeling like sweaty for some reason. Do you feel hot often when you're kind of in a weird space? Or if you're angry, that type of stuff, that is a good indication that you are not balanced out. You are still holding negative within, especially as a fire sign. Also, I am getting a vibe that you may be in touch with a water sign here. If you are in touch with a water sign, that's why I'm saying, you know, the passion they have about their emotions as well as holding space for others is something that you are picking up on as well. Okay, yeah, there's something you are picking up on as well. I'm gonna get 2 more. What's Seven of Swords here? What's the Seven of Swords telling us? King of Swords. Like I said, there's something that needs to be revisited here, so it's clear and concise in your mind, so you can release this, and then you will turn in from this, you know, Seven of Swords slowly sneaking out of there into this King of Swords that doesn't really think about, oh, should I say this? Should I do this? Like, when it comes to your intellect is what I'm feeling. Like I said, you've been swirling around in these negative thought patterns. Important in the Master Program, because it delves into your subconscious to move into this King of Swords energy. You know, we got to get our heart, mind, guts aligned. And that's what I'm feeling like when it comes to your masculine and feminine, balancing that out and moving into your King of Swords and being straight up and being honest, or going back and realizing what happened in order for you to be confident, have a clear mind space to move forward and take action, because we've been taking action from a distorted lens, right? Okay. I'm gonna pull a few oracles. Alrighty. Any messages for Aries, please? Any messages for Aries, please? Adversity. Marshmallow. Messages for Aries, please. Yeah, so we got adversity and enhance. Like I said, going back and figuring out what it is that has caused you to take action from a distorted lens, and feeling like you're a little out of control of your emotions, out of control with this person. When I say out of control with this person, you feel like you need to be in control around this person, around this, within this connection. But the fact of the matter is, you need to be just you and stand your ground as who you are. But you cannot do that if you are living life with distorted glasses on. So this adversity and this wheel turning of the wheel here is in actually enhancing your eyesight, is what I'm feeling. Like, when I say eyesight, your perspective, I mean your perception, and switching it into more of a positive. But this cannot happen until we go back and find out what it is that we need to forgive here. And it's a matter of forgiving yourself, not necessarily forgiving so-and-so, but it's a matter of forgiving yourself in order to let that shit go. That rhymed. All right, I'm gonna get an ammo card. Any last messages for Aries? Any last messages for Aries? Squirrel spirit, believe in yourself. Yeah, Aries, you got this. Watch your words. So you're very much so still you're a Page of Cups right now. You're a Page of Cups. Not very, kind of in the naive end of the Page of Cups. can't find my big words, but whatever. Yeah, kind of on the naive end of the Page of Cups. When it comes, you know, like, that's how Page of Cups are. But I'm saying, like, are we taking advice here? Or are we still a student, but a student who thinks we know everything? Vice versa, it doesn't really matter. But watch your words and watch how, you know, you approach people, and don't engulf people into your flames. And that's why we're releasing this negative patterns. We're releasing this addiction to the negative, as it does fuel your fire. And this person, like I said, is teaching you, is cooling you down. That's what I'm feeling. They're just cooling you down. You know, they have a passion to help you here, but they want to teach you, like, hey, you know what? Come down with me. I can kind of show you the ropes. You know, we'll slow down, so that way it'll make a lot of sense, and you'll be kind of in a better heart space. And then that balancing act, like I said, it's slowing down. The scale's not tipping one way or the other way based on, you know, how people are coming at you. You're within balance. So on the outside, what do you think's right? Externally, what do you think is going to be like? Balance. I'm trying to see if I want to pick another one. Anything else here? All right, Aries. Super dope reading. I'm glad that you joined me today, and I will see you next time. I hope this was good for you. Don't forget, it's Megan with ADH Divinity.